Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, and I am coming to you live from Walter Brown Arena on the campus of Boston University in Boston, Massachusetts. Here to bring you coverage of some Division I high school boys hockey between the visiting Wellesley High Raiders and the hosting Brookline High Warriors. Right now, the Warriors riding high after returning to the winner's circle for the first time in a little while. They got a win at Newton North last Saturday to be specific. A dominant 5-1 victory over the Tigers that snapped what was for Brookline a 5-game losing streak dating back to the Junior Beanpot Finals back on January 15th. But now, having just snapped that losing streak and brought themselves back to a .500 record at 7-7 overall, they now face one of their toughest opponents yet, with Wellesley coming in the most recent Boston Globe poll for boys hockey, which granted was 6 days ago, so it's probably going to be refreshed tomorrow after this game. But in those rankings, Wellesley came in 11th in the Boston Globe poll with a 9-1-2 record, while in the MIAA Power Rankings, Wellesley came in at 12th with that same 9-1-2 record. For comparison, Brookline ranked at 38th in that poll, which came out on February 3rd. Which I think hadn't quite taken into account Brookline's last two games, a 73 loss at Framingham, and, like I said, the 5-1 win at Newton North. We are scheduled for a 6 p.m. puck drop here at Walter Brown, and it should be a fun one, as this, if you look over to the left of the rink over here, you can see folks coming in. They've got concession table going, raffle table going. This is Brookline hockey's first game allowing full attendance since 2021. They imposed some visitor restrictions, and now that I'm looking at it, you can't really see because my scoreboard blocked it. I apologize for that. But the point is, they're able to allow full attendance this time. The previous attendance restrictions that applied to all athletic events, where a max of 2 parents per player could show up to any given game, those have been recently lifted. Those of you who follow my streams across all sports, you know that Brookline basketball had its first game with full attendance in 2022 just yesterday in their basketball game against Wellesley. That turned out to be a fun, exciting contest. Brookline came away with a handy win, but plenty of highlight-worthy plays along the way that I will probably be posting to my Instagram account either tonight or tomorrow morning, just as I'll be posting highlights from this game either tomorrow night or Friday morning. And if you want a link to follow me on my Instagram account, you can find that down in the description section. You'll probably have to click the Show More button and scroll a bit, because there's a lot of things in that description section, a lot of important information to parse through. But you can follow me on Instagram and see the highlights that I post from my previous broadcasts, which can be especially helpful if you're a fan of the basketball team, considering that I make those videos private right after the stream finishes, so that opposing teams don't use those videos to try and more easily scout the Warriors basketball team. This I do, of course, at the request of the head coach. So after that little tangent, let's take a look at the two teams coming in today. Let's look at the rosters. First, for the 12th ranked Wellesley High Raiders, 12th in the MIAA Power Rankings, 11th in the Boston Globe poll. Both of those will need an update as they both came out 6 days ago. But that's where they stand in the rankings right now. Let's take a look at the roster. Starting off, we have a senior co-captain, number 2, Quinn Wayman. Another senior co-captain, number 3, Sean Burke. A sophomore, number 4, Max McDonough. A freshman, number 5, Patrick Maxwell. A sophomore, number 6, Owen Hamburger. A junior, number 7, Robbie Marshall. A senior co-captain, number 8, Adam Berg. A junior, number 9, Sean Maxwell. A freshman, number 10, Brady Ellis. A junior, number 11, Christian Mattiliano. A junior, number 12, Kellen Sharp. A junior, number 14, Ben Stavridis. A freshman, number 15, Brody Sharp. A sophomore, number 16, Diego Demio. A junior, number 17, Toby Kelleher. A sophomore, number 18, Kyle Parker. A senior, number 19, Calvin Parker. A sophomore, number 21, Max Palladino. A sophomore, number 22, Nils Tellender. A junior, number 23, Chris Bertolini. A senior, number 24, Gage Tarot. A senior, number 26, Tim Hall. A junior, number 27, Alden Turner. A freshman, number 28, Aiden Riley. A senior, number 33, Alex Hall. And now the team's listed goalies. A junior, number 1, Mike Misore. A junior, number 29, Reagan O'Neill. And a senior, number 30, Austin Herlihy. Head coach of the Wellesley High boys hockey team is Paul Donato, with assistant coaches P.T. Donato, Brian Walsh, Owen Dugan, and yeah, those are the assistant coaches. So that is the roster for the visiting Wellesley High Raiders. And now the roster for the hosting Brookline High Warriors. Going in order of jersey number, first off we have a junior, number 2, Luke Tebow. Another junior, number 3, Marcus Pace. A sophomore, number 4, Noah Gurdon. A junior co-captain, number 5, Steve McDougall. A senior, number 6, Owen Erdman. A freshman, number 7, Connor Erdman. A senior alternate captain, number 8, Ben Rosenthal. A senior, number 9, Caleb Weldon. A senior co-captain, number 10, Jacob Gurdon. A senior alternate captain, number 11, Rohan Gervais. A sophomore, number 12, Henry Ames. A senior, number 13, Campbell Hawkins. A senior, number 14, Andrew Janowski. A freshman, number 15, Max Guo. A junior, number 16, Jason O'Brien. A junior co-captain, number 17, Emmett Tien. A freshman, number 18, Thomas O'Brien. A freshman, number 19, Ryan Wilson. A freshman, number 23, Dylan Katz. A freshman, number 26, Grady Ames. A junior, number 27, James Redding. And finally, we have the team's 3 senior goalies. Number 30, Brody Davidson. Number 31, Zach Snyder. And finally, number 33, Ty Denny. Head coach of the Brookline High boys hockey team is Michael Yanovich, with assistant coaches Joseph Iadarola, Kevin Morrissey, and Nick Sclafani. So that is the roster for the hosting Brookline High Warriors. Ranked at a humble 38th in the Division I power rankings as of last Thursday. As they go up against one of the stronger teams in Division I, the Wellesley High Raiders, ranked 12th in the power rankings and 11th in the Boston Globe poll. Again, both of which came out last Thursday. We're about 5 minutes away from our officially designated puck drop. Hard to say if we'll be starting on time, but you can see here as I turn my camera over, and this time be a little more conscious of the scoreboard, you can see the mass of people now starting to file in. As like I said before, the previous attendance restrictions have been lifted. And so Brookline has been posting all over social media for fans to pack the Walt. That, of course, being shorthand for the Walter Brown Arena, here on the campus of Boston University in Boston, Massachusetts. Remember, as always, if you end up liking this broadcast, be sure to hit that like button. You can subscribe to the channel to stay on top of all my upcoming broadcasts. I've got plenty coming up this week. I'm slated to cover a Newman School basketball game tomorrow. And then after that, back to Schluntz Gym for some more BHS boys basketball on Friday for their senior night game against Natick. And then on Saturday, it's the boys hockey team's turn, as I think this Saturday is also going to be their senior day game, as they take on Natick as well on Saturday right here at Walter Brown at 5 p.m. I will have all of those games covered and more. And you can find that out by subscribing to the channel, as here come the Brookline High Warriors. As we see the Warriors skating back out onto the ice, once again, I give you a quick rundown of their roster. Number 2, Luke Tebow. Number 3, Marcus Pace. Number 4, Noah Gurdon. Number 5, Steve McDougall. Number 6, Owen Erdman. Number 7, Connor Erdman. Number 8, Ben Rosenthal. Number 9, Caleb Weldon. Number 10, Jacob Gurdon. Number 11, Rohan Gervais. Number 12, Henry Ames. Number 13, Campbell Hawkins. Number 14, Andrew Janowski. Number 15, Max Guo. Number 16, Jason O'Brien. Number 17, Emmett Tien. Number 18, Thomas O'Brien. Number 19, Ryan Wilson. Number 23, Dylan Katz. Number 26, Grady Ames. Number 27, James Redding. Number 30, Brody Davidson. Number 31, Zach Snyder. And number 33, Ty Denny. And as I wrap up the roster, you can now see over here, here come the visiting Wellesley High Raiders. Again, just giving you a quick rundown of this team's roster. Number 2, Quinn Wayman. Number 3, Sean Burke. Number 4, Max McDonough. Number 5, Patrick Maxwell. Number 6, Owen Hamburger. Number 7, Robbie Marshall. Number 8, Adam Berg. Number 9, Sean Maxwell. Number 10, Brady Ellis. Number 11, Christian Mattiliano. Number 12, Kellen Sharp. Number 14, Ben Stavridis. Number 15, Brody Sharp. Number 16, Diego Demio. Number 17, Toby Kelleher. Number 18, Kyle Parker. Number 19, Calvin Parker. Number 21, Max Palladino. Number 22, Nils Tellender. Number 23, Chris Bertolini. Number 24, Gage Turow. Number 26, Tim Hall. Number 27, Alden Turner. Number 28, Aiden Riley. Number 33, Alex Hall. And then their 3 goalies on the roster. Number 1, Mike Messore. Number 29, Reagan O'Neill. And number 30, Austin Herlihy. So there are your 2-team rosters. And to any fans of either team, whether you're a fan of Brookline or a fan of Wellesley, if you hear me pronouncing someone's name wrong, please let me know in the live chat. You know, I want to give these talented young student athletes the best coverage I possibly can, and your help can potentially be instrumental in that. So don't hesitate to correct me on things in the live chat. And then, of course, if you want to use the live chat for some more lighthearted fun stuff, you can always just give shout-outs to your favorite team, your favorite player. Just make some celebratory remarks like, woo, we scored a goal, or whatever. Or you can just say hello to your fellow viewers across the internet. Or maybe give your own bit of insight and commentary. Be like, this team has got to do better bringing the puck through the neutral zone or something. Whatever it might be. I'm bad at giving examples, as you can very clearly tell. But the point is, audience participation is fun, and I highly encourage it. 2 minutes on the pregame clock as we get ready to get this one underway. The 38th ranked Brookline High Warriors coming in at 7-7 against the 12th ranked Wellesley High Raiders coming in probably a little better than 9-2-1. I imagine there's been a couple of games since the last power ratings came out. You know, I know Brookline has had 2 games since then. They've gone 1-1 in those 2 games. So I'm not sure what Wellesley has done lately. But overall, they've had a pretty strong season. Brookline, of course, coming off a big win last Saturday at Newton North, 5-1. That snapped a 5-game losing streak for the Warriors. That win at Newton North catalyzed by 2 goals from Caleb Weldon and a whopping 4 assists from Emmett Tien, which I do believe is the highest single game assist mark for the team this season, as the previous mark was 3 assists from Steve McDougall, ironically, in their other game at Newton North back in January. And of course, McDougall and Tien way out in front in terms of assist leaders on the team. Steve McDougall with a total of 6 goals and 14 assists, leading the team in helpers this season, while Emmett Tien has recorded 9 goals and 12 assists, second on the team in assists, tied for the lead in goals, and holds a 1-point advantage for the team lead in points over his line mate McDougall. Caleb Weldon shares that lead for goals with 9 goals and 5 assists. Now as the horn sounds, you see the two teams huddling around their respective nets as we get ready for the pregame prior to this one. Here come the starting lineups. First for the Wellesley High Raiders. They start off with number 5, Patrick Maxwell. Next up is number 18, Kyle Parker. Next is number 2, Nils Tellender. Next up is number 14, Ben Stavridis. Starting in net is number 29, Reagan O'Neill. And then I don't know who the 5th member is. Couldn't really follow it, but anyway, here comes the starting lineup for the Brookline High Warriors. First off, the senior co-captain, number 10, Jacob Gurdon. Next up, junior, number 27, James Redding. Next up, a senior, number 13, Campbell Hawkins. Next up, a senior, number 8, Ben Rosenthal. And then a sophomore, number 12, Henry Ames. And the senior netminder, number 31, Zach Snyder. So those are your starting lineups for the two teams. We're probably going to have our national anthem after this and then get this game underway. There was the national anthem, and now we're about ready to get underway. The two starting netminders for Brookline, number 31, Zach Snyder. For Wellesley, number 29, Reagan O'Neill. Wellesley coming out with a rather young lineup in this one, as they've got Patrick Maxwell, number 5, a freshman. They have Nils Tellender, number 22, a sophomore. Kyle Parker, number 18, another sophomore. Number 14, Ben Stavridis, is a junior. Number 7, Robbie Marshall, is also a junior. And those are the 5. So you got a freshman, 2 sophomores, and 2 juniors as the 5 skaters. Meanwhile, for Brookline, they come out with a forward line of Campbell Hawkins, Ben Rosenthal, and not Henry Ames, but actually Grady Ames, and a defensive pairing of Jacob Gurdon and James Redding. Here we go, opening puck drop. It's pushed into the Brookline end, and it's going to be chased down by Gurdon. Gurdon coming around the back, passes it along the boards to Hawkins, who taps it over for Grady Ames. Ames clears it all the way down. That's going to be icing. So very quickly, Brookline makes a switch on their forward line. Brings out their primary forward line of McDougall, Tien, and Weldon as they get ready for a face-off in their own end. Face-off is won by Wellesley. A shot missed wide by Tellender. Chased down in the corner, passed ahead, deflects away from McDougall, and it's launched back in by Maxwell. Snyder pins it to the back, and it's taken by Redding. Redding skating along the back, backhanded pass is collected by Weldon, passed ahead for McDougall, pushed into the neutral zone for Tien. Tien gets walled off, and then some more scrumming in the neutral zone. Ultimately, the loose puck picked up by Gurdon, passed to McDougall. McDougall launches it into the Weldon end. Couple ricochets, almost cleared out, but kept back in by the stick of Noah Gurdon. Now, number 18, Kyle Parker, bringing it around the back. Sends it around the boards, recovered by Gurdon. And now stolen away by Wellesley. Pass up to Stavridis. Stavridis coming in off the right, gets pinned by Noah Gurdon, has to try and retreat and can't escape. A whiff on a long shot by number 6, Owen Hamburger. And now this is Henry Ames skating with it, number 12. And he has the puck wrestled away from him by number 2, Quinn Wayman. Now it gets cleared into the neutral zone, into the Brookline end, forcing his authority. A pass deflected, almost deflected in, but ultimately stopped by Snyder and cleared out by Rohan Gervais. The pass from number 9, Sean Maxwell, almost found the back of the net off a weird deflection off a defenseman. As now Brookline trying to reset, they get it into the neutral zone. Ames pushes it into the Wellesley end. No icing. It's going to be chased down by Wayman. Quinn Wayman biding his time. Now sends one off the boards, but it's going to be taken by Caleb Weldon. And he stumbles and falls. But the loose puck is now picked up by McDougall. Passed for Jacob Gurdon. Gurdon fires a shot. Save by O'Neill, and he covers it up. Face off now in the Wellesley end is controlled by the Raiders, but an interception. Oh, juicy chance. Weldon tries to backhand it, but it's stopped by O'Neill. Now into the neutral zone we go. Pushed ahead by Wellesley's number 11, Mattiliano. Now it's pinned to the back. Mattiliano chases it down. Can't stay with it as Weldon pokes it loose. It goes into the neutral zone with McDougall. McDougall can't carry it across the blue line as he gets pinned, and it's taken back by Wellesley, sent around the boards. Weird deflection, though, stolen back by McDougall. McDougall a chance, shot saved by O'Neill. Rebound collected by Tien. Tien sends it around the boards. McDougall gets smushed, and now Wellesley lifts it out into the neutral zone, where Gervais smartly deflects it over to Redding. Redding lifts it into the neutral zone. Off the deflection, it's now pushed back in by number 19, Calvin Parker. Gervais, pass ahead, finds Marcus Pace. Pace tries to get a pass, can't do it. Intercepted, taken away by Robbie Marshall. Marshall tries to chase it into the corner, but too many white jerseys in there, and it is cleared out into the neutral zone and going up the line. It's being chased down. First one there is Max McDonough. McDonough sends it around the boards. Attempted collection is kind of lost control. Eventually it's lifted over for Tellender. Tellender pushes it into the neutral zone. Noah Gurdon tries to push it back, and we've got a stoppage. Might have been a, I'm not sure what. But we got some action going in the live chat. Someone whose identity is not on there. Wellesley's only loss this season was to Brookline back in December. And he's right. Back on December 18th at Wellesley's neck of the woods, Brookline got the win 5-3. So Quinn Wayman gains the blue line, poked away, recovered by Emmett Tien. Tien lifts it into the attack zone, and that's just going to be icing. So Brookline, the only team this year that's been able to beat Wellesley, and they're trying to get themselves back to a winning record. As we get ready for another face-off, it is scrummed for, sent to the side. Sean Maxwell couldn't control it, taken by Weldon and passed to Tien. Tien sends it off the boards and into the corner. It's chased down by Patrick Maxwell. He sends it around the boards, ultimately taken by Sean Maxwell. Long pass across, finds its target. Skating with it, I believe that was Kyle Parker. And we've got a whistle now, possibly offsides. And I think it will be offsides. 10 minutes and 45 seconds still left here in the first period. And actually, wait, what is happening? They're taking it to the Wellesley end, but a Brookline player is going into the box. This feels backwards. I'm confused. And Brookline still has 5 on the ice. I'm not sure what's happening, but face-off is controlled by Wellesley. Sean Burke skating with it. Passes across the blue line, but not timed right. That's going to be offsides. Christian Mattiliano crossed the blue line before he touched the puck. And so that's going to be an offsides call every time. Brookline with a 3-1 shot advantage so far this period. 10:38 is what it is on the clock here in the first. Face-off ultimately controlled by Jacob Gurdon. He lifts it, and it goes out of play. So we're going to have another face-off in the exact same spot. Face-off is won by Brookline, goes back to Gurdon again. He pushes it into the neutral zone where it's taken by Grady Ames. Ames launches a long one. Juicy rebound for Hawkins. He couldn't collect it cleanly, and so Wellesley lifts it out. Ultimately collected by Burke. He pushes it to the back. Now cleared out for a second, taken back in. Loose puck is taken by number 17, passed back to Wayman. Long shot somehow gets to the netminder, but it's turned away by Snyder. Juicy pass to the slot, but it's cleared out by Brookline. Dylan Katz skating with it, tries to send it around the boards, but it's blocked by Burke. Now a long pass back is broken up by Rosenthal, and now it's going to be chased down by number 6, Owen Hamburger. Hamburger passes around for Wayman. Wayman can't collect it cleanly, and it's taken back by Brookline for a second, but now taken by Hamburger. Hamburger pinned to the boards by Owen Erdman, so he sends it around the back. Pass ahead to Tellender, but it's ultimately taken away. Now Erdman tries to lift it into the attack zone, can't do it. Couple quick passes. Now on the attack is Stavridis. He has to turn around. Tries to send a pass. Shot, score! Wellesley's on the board first. Robbie Marshall, the one-timer, off the pass from Ben Stavridis. Sent it top shelf from an almost parallel angle to the net. And the Raiders take the early 1-0 lead with 9 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock here in the first. Taking it out of the back is Rohan Gervais. Gervais still skating with it, sends a pass, but nobody there. Tien tries to chase it down, but too many black jerseys in there. Cleared out by Marshall. Marshall with the goal, and that's an offsides. Stavridis was still tangled up with his defender and couldn't get back in time. We'll have another neutral zone face-off. Wellesley leads 1-0 with 8:56 in the first. Redding pushes it off the boards, taken by Wayman, passed ahead to Sean Maxwell, who sends it into the Brookline end. Cleared, or attempted clear by Gurdon, is deflected but recovered by Erdman. Passed ahead, deflected away, stolen by Wayman, and the poke check is enforced by Pace, but then recovered by McDonough. Now McDonough, a long pass, finds its target. They gain the blue line. Handoff pass, shot saved by Snyder. Just cleared out before the juicy rebound. As it's now sent around the back. Redding lifts it. Kept in play. Deflected. And ultimately, it's Gurdon who sends the long clear that's going to result in an icing call. The game's first goal is scored by Robbie Marshall off the assist from Ben Stavridis. Face-off. Deflects all the way back to, I believe, Hamburger. Shot gets in the slot. That's another goal! That goal is scored by number 3, Sean Burke. The assist to Owen Hamburger as Wellesley very quickly makes it a multi-goal lead. Eight minutes and 2 seconds on the clock as Wellesley holds the 2-0 advantage. Brookline gets it out to the neutral zone. It's pushed back in. Now Gurdon sends it along. A bunch of weird ricochets, and it ends up back with Hamburger. Hamburger's pass misses Burke. Dylan Katz struggles to recover it. Ultimately sends it to the boards where it's taken by Marshall. Marshall trying to force his way through. Gets it to Burke. Juicy ricochet is collected by Patrick Maxwell. Passed over to Hamburger. His pass somehow finds its target. Shot almost deflected in by Burke, but just goes wide. Now a launch to the slot is missed from Patrick Maxwell. As now it's pushed into the Wellesley end. No icing. It's being fought for in the corner. McDougall and Tien trying to take control of it. Tien ultimately takes the loose puck. Out the back. High lift. Gets to Noah Gurdon. Pass back to Tien. Tien now sending it around the corner to McDougall. McDougall looking. Noah shot turned away by O'Neill. And now cleared out of the back by Wellesley. Sent into the neutral zone where it's immediately stolen by James Redding. Redding lifts it into the Wellesley end. Into the back. Pass goes to Mattiliano. Mattiliano gets a pass ahead. And then it's swung over to Hamburger. Hamburger, almost a weird deflection off the defenseman's stick into the net, but it misses wide. As Gurdon sends it around the boards. Now a deflection. And now a scrum for it in the corner. Gurdon coming out with it. Manages to tap a pass over for Grady Ames. As now we've got a whistle, and I think this might be our first penalty. And it looks like this will indeed be our first penalty of the day, and it's going to be against Wellesley's number 7, Robbie Marshall, who scored the first goal of the game. I didn't quite see what the call was for, but Brookline with a chance on the power play to try and shrink this 2-0 deficit. 6:08 on the clock in the first. Face-off is controlled by Wayman. Wayman skating around, tries to clear it out. Gurdon keeps it in. but now it's ultimately pushed out to the neutral zone where it's chased down by Mayfield-Sheehan. Pass to Gervais, now pass to Gurdon. Gurdon's pass is deflected, but ultimately recovered by Gervais. Gervais sends a long pass off the boards. Tien taps it. Puck is scrummed for, and ultimately the loose puck picked up by Tien. Tries to pass it through the lane, but it's taken away by Wayman and cleared out. Tien resets. Lifts it into the attack zone. Immediately sent along the boards, kicked by Redding. Recovered. A shot is deflected and never gets to the net. Gervais pushes it to Ames. Ames tries to send it through the middle, but could not be collected by Connor Erdman. James Redding passes it to Erdman. Erdman sends it around the back for Gervais. Gervais turns around, gets flattened to the ground. It's taken by Henry Ames. Passed back to Owen Erdman. Long shot deflects wide. Gervais skating with it now, biding his time. Sends a pass to Henry Ames. Ames sends a pass to the middle. Not there, and it's quickly going to be cleared out and stopped by Snyder after the clear by number 18, Kyle Parker. Brookline's got about 35 seconds left on the penalty. Noah Gurdon skating with it. Still skating with it, gains the blue line. Shoves his way through Kyle Parker, but now gets flattened to the board by a couple of players. Caleb Weldon tried to pass back for Tien. Stolen away, though, and it has to be recovered by Tien after the takeaway by Toby Kelleher. Hamburger now lifts it all the way down, just 10 seconds left, and this will likely be a successful penalty kill for the Raiders as a long pass finds Weldon. Weldon forcing his way through into the blue line, but he loses control of the puck, and it's taken by Hamburger. Hamburger stolen away by McDougall. McDougall looking around, pass for Weldon. His shot is pinned to the corner just narrowly by Reagan O'Neill as the penalty does end. No score. 3 minutes and 56 seconds on the clock here in the first. Wellesley leads Brookline 2-0. Face-off misses Tien. He has to tap it back to Gervais. Gervais, a long shot, is deflected in a weird way. McDougall tries to send it towards the net, but again covered up by O'Neill. .350 now on the clock here in the first. Max Guo now on the face-off with a very young line of Guo and Connor Erdman and the lone upperclassman Andrew Janowski. It finally gets pushed out by Wellesley, chased down by Gervais in the Brookline end, trying to fend off his defender Stavridis. And before they can clear it out, we've got a holding penalty, it looks like. And I do believe this is going to be against Stavridis. So Stavridis, who got the first assist of the game, will now be serving 2 minutes for holding. 3:25 left in the first. Can Brookline take advantage of this penalty? Face-off is won again by Wellesley. Wayman tries to clear, but it goes right to Gervais. Gervais sends a long pass, goes into the corner. Owen Erdman tracks it down, tries to send a pass back, but misses his target. Oh, this could be dangerous. Coming out for a breakaway. I think this is Berg. Shot saved by Snyder. Rebound almost, but instead it's ultimately recovered by Gurdon. Passed over to Owen Erdman. Erdman skating with it. Gains the blue line, sends it into the corner. Out of the back, it's cleared out for a second by Wayman, but kept in play by Jacob Gurdon. Gurdon trying to keep it away from his defenders, as now Owen Erdman sends it around the boards. Long pass, finds Matiliano, who sends it all the way into the corner, as now Brookline makes a switch and Wellesley makes a switch, and Brookline resets. This is Mayfield-Sheehan skating with it now, gains the blue line, launches a shot that goes right into the chest of Reagan O'Neill. 59 seconds left on the power play, 2:24 left in the period. Wellesley 2, Brookline 0 here in the first period. Face-off. It's collected by Weldon and pushed back to Redding. Redding sends a pass over to Weldon. Weldon trying to fight his way through. Can't do it. The clear does get to the neutral zone. It's recovered by Noah Gurdon. Pass to Redding. Back to Gurdon. And now it is ultimately taken by McDougall across the blue line. Pass is collected by Weldon, but then poked loose. Attempted clear. Bounces off a teammate. And now the clear goes all the way back to Snyder. 35 seconds left on the penalty. As Brookline resets again. The pass to Noah Gurdon. Long pass across to McDougall. McDougall gains the blue line, passes it back to Tien. Tien tries to pass from McDougall. It's deflected but recovered. McDougall loses track of the puck. Patrick Maxwell sends it around the boards, recovered by Noah Gurdon. Gurdon sends a pass. Redding cannot collect it in front of the blue line, and that's likely going to end the penalty, as there are just 5 seconds now left on this penalty. Stavridis now coming out of the box, as Brookline, again, no score off the power play. Wellesley on the attack. Stavridis tries to send a pass. It's taken away by Campbell Hawkins and deflected out of play. 1:06 left here in the first period. Face-off ultimately goes back to Dylan Katz. Katz pass misses everybody, goes all the way down to O'Neill, and he's just going to cover that one up. We'll have a face-off in the Wellesley end with 57.9 seconds left here in the first period. Face-off goes back to Hawkins. Hawkins sends it off the backboards. Wayman tries to send it around, collected by Gervais. Almost taken away. Grady Ames launches a long shot, blocked by Wayman. Wayman gets a pass ahead to Sean Maxwell. Now passed for number 8, Adam Berg. Berg skating around. Juicy pass. Just misses. Rosenthal tries to clear it out. Now a long shot cut out of the air by Snyder off the stick of Kyle Parker. 33.8 seconds now left here in the first. Face-off won by Wellesley. Instant shot is saved by Snyder off the stick of Sean Maxwell. Loose puck picked up by Berg. Shot goes wide. Now Kyle Parker, pass to Berg. Oh, he almost had a juicy chance there, but just couldn't collect it cleanly. Loose puck now taken by Pace. Passed for Owen Erdman. Gains the blue line. Tries a shot. Blocked by Kyle Parker. Erdman trying to stay with it. It's now sent around the boards. It's going to go back to James Redding. Redding skates with it. Sends a long pass. Intercepted by Wayman. Wayman gets it into the neutral zone. Now stolen by Jacob Gurdon. And that is going to end the first period. The score through 1. Wellesley 2. Brookline 0. Wellesley goals, the first one scored by Robbie Marshall, assisted by Ben Stavridis, and the second one scored by Sean Burke, assisted by Owen Hamburger. As we go into the break, I'm happy to tell you this broadcast is brought to you in part by Harvest Wealth Management of Needham, Massachusetts. We have a message for all you parents out there listening to the game who are thinking about how you're going to pay for college for your young student athletes. It is never too early to start planning for college, especially if you think you'll need financial aid. The average cost of a private 4-year college in the U.S. today is over $50,000 a year. And if your student is interested in one of the many top-tier colleges in the Boston area, the cost could exceed $70,000 a year. But don't despair. There are many financial aid and other college funding strategies available to you to reduce your out-of-pocket college costs by tens of thousands of dollars per child per year. But you need to start early, be proactive, and learn the financial aid rules to take advantage of these strategies. Harvest Wealth Management of Needham, Massachusetts can help you realize your student's college dream. Harvest Wealth Management is a full-service financial planning firm. They specialize in helping families with college-bound children maximize their financial aid and utilize other tax-driven strategies to reduce college costs. For many families in the middle class today, it is impossible to save enough for their children's college education. But Harvest Wealth Management believes it is not about saving more for college, but paying less. They can design a customized college funding strategy for your child and lead you through the financial aid process, which can be confusing and where mistakes can be costly. So don't stress. Call Oliver Shawley at Harvest Wealth Management 781-902-0981 and ask for a complimentary meeting, or visit them online at harvestwm.com to learn more. Again, that is Harvest Wealth Management, LLC, located at 75 2nd Avenue, Suite 420, Needham, Massachusetts, 02494. Call 781-902-0981 or go online at harvestwm.com. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor. And remember, you can always see more info about our sponsors, the local businesses sponsoring these broadcasts, down in the description section of this video. Should be at the very top, where you can see the phone number and website for Harvest Wealth Management. And remember, if you're enjoying the broadcast, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, so you can stay up to date on all my upcoming streams. We got a lot this week, and playoffs are right around the corner, so you want to make sure you're on top of that. And, of course, we've gotten a few comments in the live chat, so if anyone else has anything more to say about how the game's been going so far, I encourage you to participate in the live chat. In the meantime, I'll be going off the mic for a bit, but I will be back with the second period of this game, so don't go away. All right, I am back on the mic. Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan coming to you live from Walter Brown Arena on the campus of Boston University in Boston, Massachusetts. Bringing you coverage of this Division I boys hockey contest between the Wellesley High Raiders and the Brookline High Warriors. The visitors with a comfortable multi-goal lead after one. Goals scored by Robbie Marshall and Sean Burke have the Raiders up 2-0 over the Warriors, who failed to score on a pair of late power play opportunities in the first period. Okay, looks like I've got some pronunciation corrections coming here from AMD Dad for some Wellesley players. So first off, for number 14, the guy who got the first assist of the day, Stavaredis. I'm going to say that again, Stavaredis. I know I'm a little bit ahead of you guys, but AMD Dad, once you hear these, let me know if I'm getting them correct. And then as for number 11, Mataliano. So not Matiliano, Mataliano. I'm going to say that again, Mataliano. So AMD Dad, once the stream catches up to where I am, because, I mean, just by the nature of a stream, I am like about a minute ahead of you guys. But once you catch up, let me know if I've got those right. Because like I said, I do want to, get things as accurately as I can. And thank you for the kind words at the end there. So in the meantime, the Warriors coming out, warming up on the ice. Okay, so Mataliano, I've got right. Stavaridis, I think is what you're trying to tell me by messaging "re" in there. Stavaridis. Again, once you catch up, let me know if I got that right. Because we got maybe a minute before we get back to the action. Stavaridis. Okay, awesome. Thank you for walking through this with me, AMD Dad. I appreciate you. As the Raiders come out onto the ice. So that first goal was scored for Wellesley by Robbie Marshall, with the assist from number 14, Ben Stavaridis. And the second goal scored by Sean Burke with the assist from Owen Hamburger. "2-0 is the score as we get ready for the second period. Once again, Wellesley trying to avenge their only loss of the season so far, as Brookline defeated them in Wellesley back on December 18th by a final score of 5-3. But so far the scoring has been all Wellesley, and Brookline's got a bit of a mountain to climb if they're going to get back into this one. Here we go, opening face-off of the second period. Face-off is back to Rohan Gervais. He lifts this one all the way into the hallway. That, I don't think he meant to lift it that far. And so we're going to have another face-off. Neutral zone faceoff popped into the air. Stavridis sends it into the attack zone, but Weldon collects it, passes back to Gurdon. Now a pass ahead to McDougall, now over to Tien. Now taken away, and it gets past the blue line, so Brookline has to reset. Gervais with the puck, passes to Weldon. Weldon backhands it into the attack zone, taken by Kyle Parker. Passed around the back. Patrick Maxwell sends it up for Tellender. Stolen away now by, I believe, Jacob Gurdon. Pass for McDougall. Shot saved by O'Neill. Gervais turns around. Another shot wide. Taken by O'Neill. McDougall trying to sneak around the back. Can't do it. Room's not there. Scrum for the puck against the boards. Loose puck ultimately won by Marshall. Lifted all the way down the end. This is going to be icing. Face-off is won by Brookline. James Redding fires, caught by O'Neill. Face-off is won again by Brookline. Owen Erdman has it stolen away. Berg pushes it ahead. It goes into the attack zone. It's a race for the puck. Now it's pinned to the boards. That's Sean Maxwell coming out of the corner with it, passing it back to Hamburger. Hamburger whiffs on his attempt to launch it, and now it's taken out into the neutral zone. Now pinned against the boards once again. Loose puck is pushed into the Wellesley end by Noah Gurdon, chased down by Quinn Wayman. Gets it out of the corner, and they get it ahead to number 15, Brody Sharp. Pass across, a shot, saved by Snyder. Couldn't collect it cleanly, and now we've got a whistle. As the net came off its post. Face-off in the Brookline end is won by Brookline. Lifted high by Gervais. Does not get out of the attack zone. Kept in it, but now McDougall clears it out. It's chased down by Christian Mataliano. He sends it into the neutral zone, but taken by McDougall. Couple passes now with Gervais. Gervais sends it towards the net. Turned away easily by O'Neill. Kyle Parker tries to clear, but it's recovered by Gervais. Sent to the corner. Ricochets. Weldon. A shot, saved by O'Neill. Another save by O'Neill. Weldon almost had a big chance at the net off the pass from McDougall. But Reagan O'Neill has been doing a good job stopping the shots in front of him so far. Face-off is won by Wellesley. It goes to Wayman and is lifted out into the neutral zone. Now a race for the puck. Can Marshall get there? No icing, and Marshall takes it in the corner. Stolen away as Marshall got outnumbered there. Sent back in by Stavridis. And now an attempted clear is pinned. And now sent into open ice where it's taken by Gervais. Lifted into the neutral zone. Wayman tries to push it ahead. Couple deflections. Now chased down by Max McDonough. McDonough tries to push it out, but it's taken by Weldon, still in the attack zone. Gets a pass. Open chance. Saved by O'Neill. Emmett Tien had a big chance at the net on that one. Taking the puck out of open ice and firing a laser, but again, Reagan O'Neill has been a wall so far. Face off again. Is deflected into open ice. Chased down by Connor Erdman, but then stolen back by Sharp. Sent into the attack zone by Brookline. Now cleared out by Hamburger. Jacob Gurdon takes it, passes it to the boards where it's taken by Owen Erdman. He tries to clear it, but it's taken by Sharp. Brody Sharp skating with it. Attacks, saved by Snyder. Juicy rebound, juicy chance. Berg fires a shot blocked by a laying out James Redding. Long clear by Brookline is going to go for icing. Adam Berg couldn't quite control that rebound cleanly, and then when he finally got his stick on it, James Redding was sprawled out in front of him to block that shot. 11:31 on the clock in the second, 2-0 Wellesley. Face-off is won by Wellesley. Wayman, a long shot, misses just wide. Brookline trying to clear it out. Grady Ames passes, and it's deflected into the neutral zone. Sent back to the Brookline end. It's taken by Gervais. Gervais, a long pass, deflected ahead by Rosenthal, but taken by Kyle Parker and lifted right back into the Brookline end. Gervais takes it around the back, can't control it cleanly. He gets leveled, but the loose puck is taken by Noah Gurdon. Long pass gets past everybody, and Hawkins slips and falls, and so it's going to be easily collected by Wayman. Wayman skating with it, sends a pass off the boards, and a nice subtle tap from Italiano to Burke. Now to number 17, shot saved by Snyder off the stick of Toby Kelleher. That was quite the touch pass, honestly, from Christian Metaliano over to Sean Burke to allow that attack to move kind of seamlessly. As Brookline lifts it, it's heading down to the Wellesley end. It's going to be chased down. TN pass. Oh, just misses Weldon. Loose puck is going to be chased down by Nils Tellender. And we've got a whistle. And it looks like they're going to call offsides on the Raiders. 10:26 on the clock in the second. Face-off is won by Wellesley. Kyle Parker lifts it into the attack zone. It is chased down by Jacob Gurdon. Gurdon sends it across. Now it's lifted ahead. McDougall had it for a second, now scrumming for it. He can't get it cleanly, and it's wrestled away by Calvin Parker and pushed into the Brookline end. Cats trying to start the clear, but it's intercepted by Stavridis. Stavridis coming out of the corner now. Passes for Marshall, but he can't pass it back. Taken away by Weldon. Long pass for Tien. Tien trying to race against Calvin Parker. Tien recovers the long shot. Juicy chance for McDougall. He's trying to force it. Can't get it in. Stellar effort by Reagan O'Neill. And we've now got a whistle, and I think this is going to be a penalty, mayhap. No, not a penalty. Oh, it is a penalty. And it's another penalty against Robbie Marshall. Didn't quite see what happened there, but Marshall will now be in the box for another 2 minutes. He served 2 minutes in the first period. Faceoff goes back to Noah Gurdon. Gurdon, long shot. Ames couldn't deflect it, and it's controlled by Kyle Parker. Parker skating with it, passes it ahead to Metaliano. Metaliano fighting through his defender. Metaliano with the shorthand slips and falls around the back and can't stay with it. Now Brookline trying to turn around. Owen Erdman can't keep control of it, and that's going to be an offsides. Lots of players losing their footing and losing control. I mean, they had the Zamboni come around here during the intermission, so I don't know what is happening. But there's 1:37 left on the penalty, 9:13 on the clock for the period. Face-off is won, I thought, by Wellesley, but it's taken by Tien. Tien tries to send a pass. It's intercepted. Attempted clear, taken by Noah Gurdon. Gurdon decides to turn around and retreat. Now sends a pass to Tien. Tien gets swarmed. Puck's wrestled away and cleared out by Sean Burke. Brookline resets, starting with Noah Gurdon. Gurdon a long pass to McDougall. McDougall's pass is deflected, takes a weird bounce, and it's chased down by Caleb Weldon, but then wrestled away by Kyle Parker. Sent off the boards for Sean Burke, who sends the long clear out. Snyder takes it, tries to hand off for Gurdon, not successful, stolen away, juicy chance, shot, no good, saved by Snyder, and no one there for the rebound. Parker launches it right back into that end as Kelleher almost stole a shorthanded goal there. Now Brookline resetting. This is Connor Erdman, pass is missing, and now a long clear again by Kyle Parker. Just 30 seconds left on the penalty. James Redding takes it, passes. A little confusion over who's taking it. It's taken by Owen Erdman. Erdman now skating around the back to try and restart the approach. Pass misses Katz, and it's taken by Quinn Wayman. Now taken back by Erdman, pushed ahead by Katz. But now taken by Kyle Parker. Parker, another long clear, and this is going to end the penalty. So Brookline now 0 for 3 on the day on the power play. Now a juicy chance. Shot by Stavridis goes high and wide. Off the ricochet. And ultimately collected by Wellesley. Pass to Stavridis. Stavridis lost track of the puck there, but recovers it. Skating in the corner. He escapes. Shot. Saved by Snyder, and the goal is pushed off its post. .7:12 on the clock here in the second. Score remains 2-0 Wellesley. According to the scoreboard, Wellesley with a 12-9 shot advantage. That's an unofficial count, though. Face-off is controlled for a second by Sean Maxwell. He sent a shot towards the net, but it could not find home. Now controlled by Berg. Pass back to Hamburger, deflected high. Gurdon, a pass off the boards taken by Weldon. Weldon, a long pass. Chance for Emmett Tien, but he's got to get past Hamburger, and he can't. The attempted clear controlled for a second by Weldon, but now successfully cleared out, and it's controlled by Jacob Gurdon. Gurdon launches it into the Wellesley end. It's stopped by O'Neill and handed off to Patrick Maxwell. Couple passes, winds up back with Brody Sharp. Sharp sends it into the Brookline end. Jacob Gurdon sends it out to the neutral zone. Lifted in by Hamburger. Now taken by Jacob Gurdon. Gurdon, long pass ahead. Finds Tien, gains the blue line. Tien decides to just launch it. It's blocked by Patrick Maxwell. He had McDougall open on his left, but decided not to pass. Now he sends it to the corner, and it's lost. Taken away by Wellesley. This is Sean Burke now skating with it. Gains the blue line. Tries to fake, and just runs out of room. Kelleher redirects it. Mataliano tries a shot, but it's blocked. Mataliano staying on the attack. Redding trying to clear it. Kelleher sends it back. Long shot. Calvin Parker is downed. Shot is in from Mataliano. Christian Mataliano off the assist from Calvin Parker makes this a 3-0 Wellesley lead. Mataliano just in the right place and the right time after the initial shot from Calvin Parker was blocked down. And things just getting worse and worse for Brookline right now. 3-0 now the deficit with 5.5 left here in the second. Kyle Parker chases it down, starts the clear attempt. It's passed up to Mataliano. Mataliano gets wrestled to the ground. And we've got a stoppage. No penalty call, but maybe an offsides. Neutral zone face-off is won by Brookline. Goes back to Noah Gurdon. Gurdon skating around the back. Lifts a pass ahead. It's taken away. This is Brody Marshall. Marshall misses wide. Rebound controlled by Stavridis. Pass to the middle. Almost a juicy chance there, but Nils Tellender couldn't poke it home. in the neutral zone. They are scrumming for it. Can't tell where the puck is. Now it's back in the Wellesley end with Wayman. Wayman's hit is deflected, but winds up at the stick of Stavridis. Stavridis skating around, coming around the back. Fires a shot that deflects way high, and I think went off the ceiling, so they had to blow the whistle. From Cheesebag 2021, am I related to Jake Sheehan? No. I'm not familiar with that person. Thank you for asking. 4:38 left in the period. Instant shot missed wide from Gage Tarot. And now another push in by Patrick Maxwell as well wide. Sean Maxwell keeping it on the attack as he wrestles for it along the boards. Finally cleared out to the neutral zone by Andrew Janowski. Chased down by Hamburger, passed over to Patrick Maxwell. Now stolen away for a second by Marcus Pace. And now they're just trading it back and forth in the neutral zone. Finally gets into the Brookline end, and this is Luke Thibault with it as he tries to clear it out. Can't do it. Chases it down again, sends it along the boards for Marcus Pace. Pace gets it into the neutral zone, and now a long launch into the attack end is stopped by Snyder. And Snyder covers it up as Gurdon was without his stick. Credit to Jacob Gurdon, the smart play, just kicking the puck over to his netminder so he could cover it up and stop the play. 3:45 left here in the second. Faceoff goes back to Wayman. He whiffs on the shot. Oh, but they whiff on the steal. Wayman collects it, and Wellesley has to reset. Parker's clear attempt is blocked by Guo. A pass just misses Grady Ames. Ames now sending it along the back. It's pinned to the boards, taken by Hawkins. Pass to Ames. Shot misses high. Rebound by Gurdon. He tries to push it. Doesn't get it. It's blocked, and now it's chased down by Mataliano. Christian Mataliano, 1 goal already, coming on the attack. Coming around the back. Sends a pass back to Wayman. Shot is blocked wide. Parker tries to launch it, and it misses wide again. Now it gets tapped back to Wayman. Long pass. That pass blocked, but recovered by Wayman as he just sends it around the boards. Wrestling for it. Loose puck is taken by Grady Ames, and I think they're going to say that Sean Burke and Noah Gurdon got a little too wrapped up with each other. Somebody, I think, is going to the box. And it looks like it's going to be a cross-check penalty against James Redding. So I completely missed where the penalty was. I was looking at a completely different part of the play. This will be the first time on the power play for Wellesley. And they already have the 3-0 lead with 2:47 left in the second. Face-off won by Brookline. Attempted clear is kept in play by Kyle Parker. Around the boards it goes. Jacob Gurdon tries to clear it out. Steve McDougall tries to launch it. It's deflected high in the air. A successful clear. Owen Erdman trying to chase it down, trying to go for the shorthanded chance, but stopped by Kyle Parker. Erdman keeping with the forecheck. As Parker comes out of the back, swings a pass over to Adam Berg. Pass is deflected, but still collected by Murphy. Pass back to Parker. Swung over for Sean Maxwell. Now back to Parker. Long shot is sent in on the putback. The power play goal by Nils Tellender. A long shot off the stick of either Parker or Brody Sharp. I think it might have been Sharp. But either way, Wellesley starting to run away with this one. 4-0 with 2:01 left in this second period. Chased down off the faceoff by Noah Gurdon. Gurdon pass ahead, misses, stolen away. Still on the attack is Wellesley. The shot is deflected high into the netting. From AMD Dad predicting sharp power play goal from the dot. Well, it wasn't quite the goal, but I think I might have missed it. I think he got the assist, as it was Nils Tellender who got the power play goal on the putback. Staying on the attack are the Raiders, even with the 4-goal lead. This is Marshall. Now Tellender. Stolen away by McDougall, and then stolen from McDougall, recovered by Marshall. Lifts a pass to the back, not taken by Tellender, taken by Stavridis. Now the puck pinned to the boards. Brookline still just trying to clear it out. A ricochet off the boards, and that's going to be icing. Tellender. I'm not sure how I'm saying it wrong. Is it Tellander instead of Tellender? As the face-off is controlled by Rosenthal, but he can't clear it out. Blocked by Mataliano. Now a shot from Burke goes wide. Now Parker, a shot is barely caught, and now we've got a bit of extracurriculars after the play. I think it was Sean Burke who was hanging just outside the crease, hoping for a deflection. He tried to deflect it, and I think as a result, his stick ended up getting very close to Snyder's face. And naturally, when you're a hockey player, your instinct when anybody gets close to touching your goalie, your instinct is to defend him. I think it was a simple misunderstanding there. As Wayman passes for Parker, Parker's pass is deflected, and he ultimately has to send it around the boards. Chased down by Dylan Katz, passed over for Connor Erdman, sent into the neutral zone where it's taken by Quinn Wayman. Long lift is deflected down. Katz passes for Owen Erdman, sent way up the boards, and that's going to be another icing call with 27.7 seconds still left here in the second period. Weird delay there as Brookline had to make a lot of substitutions. Now we've got the face-off in the Brookline end as Henry Ames is sent off. Face-off is ultimately sent to the corner where it's taken by Wellesley. Pass back to Wayman. Wayman winds and fires. Stopped by Snyder, and attempted clear by Redding is not successful. Wayman sends another one towards the net. Again turned away just barely by Snyder. Now coming around the back, pass, shot, and that's goal number 5 from Sean Maxwell. A second assist from Brody Sharp. With 5.5 seconds left here in the second period, Wellesley has now matched the number of goals scored by Brookline in Brookline's win over Wellesley back in December. Pushed ahead, a shot from McDougall is saved by O'Neill, and that ends the second period. So Wellesley keeps the goal scoring pattern going. They score 2 in the first and then 3 more in the second. Goals scored by Nils Tellender, by Sean Maxwell, and by Christian Mataliano here in the second period. As we head into the break, I would like to shout out a local charity trying to do some good, the Brookline Community Foundation. For over 100 years, the Brookline Community Foundation has been a trusted partner, supporting Brookline by investing in organizations and initiatives that help create opportunity and promote equity for everyone who lives, learns, works, and plays in the Brookline community. Among the foundation's many grant programs is the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School, which provides graduating BHS students with scholarships to help fund post-secondary education. To date, 75 BHS students have received scholarships from this fund to help them as they build their futures. Your support is crucial to supporting Brookline youth as they embark on the next steps in their educational journeys. Visit brooklinecommunity.org to learn more about the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School and how you can make a difference right here in Brookline. So once again, a 5-0 lead through 2 for Wellesley as we get ready for the third and final period. Wellesley's goal scoring so far, I'm going to see if I can keep track of it all. The first one in the first period by Robbie Marshall, assisted by Ben Stavridis. The second one scored by Sean Burke, assisted by Owen Hamburger. The third one scored by Christian Mataliano. And I'm trying to remember who was on the assist for that one. Right, Calvin Parker. Calvin Parker was on the assist for the goal scored by Mataliano. The fourth goal scored on the power play by Nils Tellander, assisted by Brody Sharp. And then goal number 5 scored by Sean Maxwell, also assisted by Brody Sharp. So as we've got the puck toss from a now more populous crowd than has been allowed throughout this calendar year. First game with full attendance allowed in 2022 for Brookline hockey. And I'm going to take a bit of a break. Remember, check out the description section of this video for information about both our paying sponsor, Harvest Wealth Management, and our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Community Foundation. You can also look in the description of the video to find the URL for my personal website, jessesports.com, where you can find out more about me, the services that I provide, and how you can commission those services for your team. And you can also find my email address if you just prefer to contact me directly at jgms88@gmail.com. You can also find a link to my Instagram account where I typically post highlights from games that I previously streamed. And as always, if you're enjoying the broadcast, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all the upcoming live streams I've got. And we've had plenty of action going in the live chat. If you've got something to say, don't hesitate to say it in the live chat. But in the meantime, I'm going to take a break. I will be back for the third period. Stay tuned. As the players get ready to come back out onto the ice, I return to the mic. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from Walter Brown Arena on the campus of Boston University in Boston, Massachusetts, bringing you this Division I high school boys hockey contest between the visiting Wellesley High Raiders and the hosting Brookline High Warriors. As you can see from the scoreboard, it's been rather one-sided through the first two periods. Wellesley scoring 2 goals in the first period and then opening up for 3 in the second, while Brookline has yet to score. And for Brookline, right now the first goal has got to be just get on the board. You know, you don't want your first shutout loss of the year. You want at least the dignity of having gotten on the scoreboard. As we see Wellesley now coming out onto the ice, they've been coming with a very well spread out attack. 5 goals, 5 different goal scorers in Robbie Marshall, excuse me, a lot of names to remember. Robbie Marshall, Sean Burke, Christian Mataliano, Nils Tellander, and Sean Maxwell. The only player with more than 1 point for the Raiders today is Brody Sharp, who got the assist on each of Wellesley's last 2 goals. Other than that, all the other point scorers either have 1 goal or 1 assist. And we've actually got a switch in net for Wellesley. That appears to be number 30, Austin Herlihy. So Wellesley gives the senior a chance to play in net with a very comfortable 5-goal lead. Opening faceoff won by Brookline. It's tapped back to Jacob Gurdon, pass to James Redding, and ahead to Steve McDougall, who gains the blue line. Sends it off the back. Caleb Weldon couldn't get a proper stick on it, and now Wellesley taking over with the puck. Long pass is chased down by Redding and sent into the neutral zone, taken by Patrick Maxwell. Sent off the boards as Redding collects it. Long pass, not collected by Weldon, launched back in, wide to the net, taken by Jacob Gurdon, but stolen away from Gurdon. Now Marshall sends a pass along the back, but intercepted by Jacob Gurdon, now taken by Weldon. Weldon skating with it, lifts it into the attack zone. And it's deflected. Weldon almost had a chance there, but it's knocked away from him. As Brookline tries to keep it on the attack. But Sean Maxwell takes it into the neutral zone. Maxwell lifts it. It goes past Noah Gurdon, but Snyder gives it right back to him. Gurdon almost lost track of the puck, but ended up working for him as he got some space to launch a pass. Misses Owen Erdman. Now a race for the puck. Erdman trying to deflect it, and it's cut out of the air by Herlihy. Owen Erdman and Quinn Wayman were racing for that puck, and as their sticks kind of collided, it deflected the puck straight up into the air, where it was caught by Austin Herlihy. Face-off is ultimately controlled by Wellesley, or at least sent into the neutral zone as Brookline tries to push it back. Campbell Hawkins trying to fight his way through. Too many black jerseys, and it's taken out of the back by Wayman. Passed from Maxwell over to number 19, number 15, excuse me. That is Brody Sharp. After wrestling for it in the neutral zone, Brookline pushes it into the Wellesley end. Wellesley trying to clear it out. Couple of weird deflections, and Marcus Pace keeps it on the attack. But now it's taken by Wayman with some space to work. He sends it around the boards. Berg passes, and it's ultimately lost from Sharp to Jacob Gurdon, who tries to send it along the boards, taken by what looks to be number 12 as the loose puck now shimmies into the corner for an icing. 12:42 left in regulation here in the third period. Wellesley leads Brookline 5-0. Face-off is won by Brookline. Jacob Gurdon trying to skate it out, but it's stolen. This is Sean Burke. Shot goes high. Long rebound gets past Owen Hamburger, and now it's a race for the puck. Andrew Janowski getting there first, launches a shot, misses wide, might have been deflected by Herlihy. And now cleared out by Wellesley. Janowski pushes it back into the attack zone. Wellesley now working on the clear. Mataliano passes ahead to Toby Kelleher. Kelleher launches it to the back. Burke fighting for it, but Noah Gurdon gets there first. Brookline working on the clear. McDougall lifts it, bounces off of Calvin Parker, and it looks like we've got either an offsides or a penalty call. I'm not sure what the call is because no one's going to the box. It's still 5-on-5, but we're getting a face-off in the Wellesley end. Whatever it is, face-off right back to Tien. Shot is saved by Herlihy. We get another try at the face-off. This time pushed to the back. Recovered by Weldon. Weldon sends a pass back to Noah Gurdon, launches it, deflects down, and nobody can get it. McDonough gets there first. Tien sends it around the boards. McDougall kicks it over to Weldon. Weldon trying to sneak his way around the back, but couldn't do it, ran out of room. Now it's stolen by Tien, recovered by Kyle Parker. Clear is deflected into the air, and now Wellesley operating on the counterattack. No, they aren't. They couldn't cleanly control the puck. As Brookline gains the blue line again, Caleb Weldon with it, pushes it for McDougall. McDougall tries to send a pass, but Weldon wasn't ready for it. Into the neutral zone it goes. It's taken by Redding. Now taken by Tillander. Pass, shot is missed high from Stavridis. As it goes all the way off the Brookline boards, all the way to the Wellesley boards. As now number 12, Kellen Sharp skates it out, gets it to Sean Maxwell, now stolen away by Henry Ames. Ames tries to lift it, stolen away, juicy chance, but sliding in was James Redding. Even with a 5-goal deficit, Redding is putting his body on the line in this one. Not afraid to sprawl out as Brookline again tries to work on the clear. Berg coming through, no room to finish his shot there. Gurdon sends it around the boards. It's taken by Sharp again, pushed to the back. Sean Maxwell fighting for it. Wrestling for it. Maxwell comes out with it, launches a shot. Glove saved by Snyder. (10 minutes, 12 seconds left here in the third. Face-off won by Wellesley. Patrick Maxwell swings it over to Owen Hamburger, tries a shot. It's blocked, taken by Grady Ames, but he can't quite clear it out. Hamburger stayed with it and kept it on the attack. Gurdon sends it around the boards, taken by Patrick Maxwell. Now a pass. Oh, whiffed by Kelleher and recovered by Noah Gurdon. Gurdon passes out to Guo. Now back, a shot deflected down by Kelleher, but deflected wide. Now scrumming for it. It's taken by Kelleher again. Tries a shot. It's blocked by Grady Ames and recovered by Campbell Hawkins, who launches it into the Wellesley end. It's stopped by Herlihy. Now taken by Patrick Maxwell. Long pass. Misses everybody. Luke Tebow sends it back to the neutral zone, but now it's recovered by Wellesley. Number 28 skating with it. Shot, glove saved by Snyder off the stick of Aiden Riley. 9:14 on the clock here in the third period. And we have another face-off in the Brookline end. Face-off is won by Wellesley. The instant shot is blocked wide off the stick of Max Palladino. Wellesley staying on the attack. Now Jacob Gurdon with the puck, tries to lift it. It's deflected down, and Gurdon levels his opponent as it's now taken by Wellesley, and I think we're going to see a penalty called against Gurdon now, probably for a cross-check, as he went in kind of high against number 24, Gage Turow. No, it's against Ben Rosenthal. I have no ability to track where the penalty is today. I don't know what's going on. But the penalty is against Brookline's number 8, Ben Rosenthal. 2-minute power play for the Raiders. Pass goes back to Calvin Parker. Now cleared out by Tien. All the way to the back, it's chased down by Kyle Parker, who skates out the back. Long pass is deflected, gets to Palladino. Pass back to Turow. Shot goes wide, recovered by Calvin Parker. Passed over to Kyle Parker, but missed. Recovered by Turow, and now we've got a stoppage. I'm not sure why. Oh, is this another penalty on Brookline? I think we had another delayed penalty against Brookline because Herlihy was out of the net at that moment, and I didn't even notice. The officials conferring. There's a minute 30 still left on the penalty against Rosenthal. And now we've got another Brookline penalty indeed, this one against Caleb Weldon. This is going to be a 5-on-3 for Wellesley. And that's a 5-minute penalty against Weldon. I mean, I was trying to follow the puck, so I didn't necessarily see what happened. One of those times where you wish you had, like network television, an instant replay you could go to. So it'll be 5-on-3 for the next minute and 30 seconds for Wellesley. And then even longer on the power play. Brookline instantly clears. Sean Maxwell takes it and gives it over to Kyle Parker. Parker, a long pass ahead for Brody Sharp. Back to Kyle Parker. Gains the blue line. Looking around. He's got plenty of space to work. Passes to Sharp now. Back to Parker. Back to Sharp. Sharp from behind the net. Spins around. Decides to pass for Parker. Parker sends one through. Maxwell's shot is blocked either by Snyder or by Redding. Sharp sends a pass back to Sean Maxwell. Now over to Parker, back to Maxwell. Maxwell tries a pass. Off the mark, miscommunicated with Berg, and Noah Gurdon clears it out into the neutral zone. And now Sean Maxwell gaining the blue line. Pass to the corner. This is Sharp. Skating with it, pass to Maxwell. Maxwell tries a pass, doesn't get it, but now gets a shot saved by Snyder. Sharp now passing it around to Berg. Berg gets it to Sharp. Sharp back to Maxwell. Another shot deflected high and off the glass, so the play continues. Berg with it, pass deflected into the air off the stick of Noah Gurdon. McDougall checks him into the boards, and now they're scrumming for it. It's taken by Maxwell ultimately, down to 5-on-4 for the next 3 minutes. Wellesley keeps on the power play. Long shot deflected, but deflected wide. Passing around. Gets to Kyle Parker. Long shot off the post. Rebound chance blocked by Gurdon. Wellesley resets again. Pass over to Maxwell. Back to Parker. Parker gives it back to Maxwell. Maxwell launches again off the pole. Maxwell sends a pass back. It's poked loose. Steve McDougall's chasing after it on the shorthand. Here comes McDougall. Shot, saved by Herlihy. But we're going to have a slashing penalty against Kyle Parker, so we're going to go to 4-on-4. You know, that's one of those penalties where you say it's kind of a smart one, because, like, at the very least, you prevented a potential goal. But Parker will be going into the box for 2 minutes. We're going to have 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes, and then Wellesley will go back on the power play for another 41 seconds, as there's still 2 minutes and 41 seconds left on the penalty against Caleb Weldon. With 6:05 left here in the third. First face-off is won by Wellesley. Controlled around the back, but Owen Erdman blocks the clear attempt. Quinn Wayman recovers and passes it ahead. Now another pass. This is Marshall. Shot, glove saved by Snyder. Face-off now in the Brookline end. Face-off, won for a second by Brookline. Erdman trying to clear it. Wayman keeping it in the attack end. Another attempted clear goes back to Wayman. Long shot saved by Snyder. Katz sends it along the back. Now it's sent back to Katz. Now taken by Owen Erdman and handed back to Katz. Pass across to Jacob Gurdon. Long pass intercepted. Shot from Marshall, almost deflected in by Stavridis, but it goes high. Now scrumming against the boards. It's pushed into the neutral zone and all the way back to the Wellesley end where it's taken by Wayman. Wayman a long pass to Marshall. Marshall passes back to Patrick Maxwell, now back to Marshall. Pass for a cutting Stavridis, and he fires a shot. Glove saved by Snyder. Man, that was almost like a basketball pass right there. Stavridis was cutting across, and he passed it to where he was gonna be. As we got another Brookline end face-off. Face-off won by Brookline, lifted into the neutral zone. Tien couldn't knock it down. Instead, it's taken by Sharp, stolen by McDougall. McDougall finally gets a pass, just misses Noah Gurdon. Chased down by Calvin Parker, but Noah Gurdon takes it back. But now stolen by Brody Sharp. Now they're wrestling for it in the corner. Loose puck. Ultimately, finally taken by Brody Sharp as he gets pinned to the boards, but does get it out to the neutral zone where Brookline resets. McDougall sends a pass all the way back to the Brookline end. That missed as he was aiming for Redding. Now Brookline trying on the clear. Redding still with the puck into the neutral zone. Gains the blue line. Long shot saved by Herlihy. Juicy rebound, but Tien couldn't get there in time. Now a whiff on the pass is recovered by McDougall. McDougall skating with it. Pass over to Noah Gurdon. Gurdon passes off the boards for McDougall. McDougall sends it towards the middle, but it's off the mark and taken by Kellen Sharp. Sent around the boards, and Brody Sharp sends a pass ahead, aimed at Nils Tellander. And now it's back to a 5-on-4 in Wellesley's favor for the next 30 seconds. James Redding trying to clear it out again. Calvin Parker takes it, gives it to Berg. Berg, a shot, deflected high. Put back for Maxwell, no good. Put back for Berg, also no go. And now a shot from Kelleher is blocked. Goes back to Calvin Parker. Into the corner it goes, and we've got another whistle. This is going to be a cross-check. This is going to be another Brookline player into the box. 2 seconds before Weldon gets to leave the box, and Brookline goes on the disadvantage again. As now Steve McDougall heads to the box for the cross-check for 2 minutes. Face-off. Ultimately controlled by Wellesley. Shot saved by Snyder. Almost a juicy rebound, but they couldn't poke it home. Weldon clears it out as we're instantly back to 5-on-4. The 5-on-3 only lasted 2 seconds. Wellesley back on the attack. Kellen Sharp whiffs on the first pass attempt, tries it again, does find his target, and now it ends up with Aiden Riley. Riley trying to skate through. And a hard check into the boards as the feet came out from under Luke Tebow. Now Parker recovers. Shot deflected almost there, but it's cleared out by Jacob Gurdon. Pass goes back to Kellen Sharp. Now to the corner. The pass from Palladino was deflected. Now they're passing it around again. Gage Terreau sends a pass. Couldn't be collected cleanly by Riley, and it's cleared out again by Brookline. Just over a minute left in the power play as Brookline makes a switch. Weldon pushes it into the attack zone. Here comes Emmett Tian. Fires a shot saved by Herlihy. Now recovered by Riley, sent into the neutral zone, taken by Noah Gurdon. Pass to Owen Erdman. Erdman slips and falls, and it's cleared out by Wellesley, but that's going to be icing. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left here in regulation. 40 seconds left on the penalty against McDougal. Score remains 5-0 Wellesley. And we got a face-off in the Wellesley end. Face-off is controlled again by the Raiders, but then stolen by Tian. Passed back to a Noah Gurdon who wasn't ready for it. He does recover, and as Brookline tries to reset, pass off the boards for Owen Erdman. Still scrumming for it in the neutral zone. And Tian gets it into the attack zone, but ultimately runs out of room. This is Hamburger now with it. 20 seconds left on the penalty. Long pass, deflected in the neutral zone again by Tian as he keeps up the forward pressure. Now a long pass misses everybody. It's taken by James Redding. Long pass into the neutral zone. 5 seconds left on the penalty as Brookline steals it again. This is Owen Erdman. Erdman skating around, back at even strength. Long pass to McDougal. McDougal couldn't collect it cleanly and couldn't get it across the blue line. It's now taken by Wayman. Pass across to Hamburger. Or no, that was Sean Burke, not Wayman. Hamburger now passes off the back, taken by McDonough. McDonough's pass deflected and taken away by McDougal. McDougal pass deflected by Weldon, but goes wide. Weldon passes back, long shot. McDougal tried to deflect it, but wasn't there in time. Now a pass back to McDonough. McDonough pass across. And a clear out to the neutral zone. Less than a minute left. 45 seconds. Gurdon lifts it into the neutral zone. It's deflected right back to him. Noah Gurdon trying to force it into the attack zone. As it's now sent around the boards by Riley. Taken by Rosenthal. Sent around the boards. Weird ricochet. McDougal the shot. Weird deflection, but it's caught by Herlihy. Weird ricochet into the air on that one. Might have been a good chance to sneak one in for Brookline. But Herlihy able to haul it in and preserve the shutout. 25.4 seconds left. Face-off is won by Brookline. Goes back to Tebow. Long shot deflected, just saved by Herlihy. Rebound collected by Grady Ames in the corner. And now it's going to be cleared out into the neutral zone. 12 seconds left. Pass over to Tebow. Pass deflected. Goes back to Jacob Gurdon. Gurdon holding it. Pass misses Tebow. And this is going to wrap things up. The Wellesley Raiders get payback on Brookline for their match back in December. And they come away with a win, 5-0. A dominant outing from the Wellesley Raiders as they improve their record by another win. I don't know what their record actually is. I only got what it was last Thursday, and there's probably 2 games since then. Meanwhile, Brookline falls to 7-8. Goal scoring in this one. First in the first period, Robbie Marshall got the first goal for Wellesley off the assist from Ben Stavridis. Second goal was scored by Sean Burke off the assist from Owen Hamburger, and they went into the break with Wellesley leading 2-0. In the second period, the Raiders kept up the scoring. The next goal was by Christian Mataliano, assisted, I believe, by Calvin Parker. Next goal was a power play goal by Nils Tellander, assisted by Brody Sharp. And then one last goal scored in the final seconds of the third period by final seconds of the second period, excuse me, scored by Sean Maxwell and assisted again by Brody Sharp. So that's going to wrap things up here at Walter Brown Arena on the campus of Boston University in Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Be sure to check out the description section of this video where you can see information about our paying sponsor, the local business Harvest Wealth Management, where you can see information about the local charity we spotlighted, the Brookline Community Foundation. You can also see the URL to my personal website, jessesports.com, my email address, jgms88@gmail.com, and a link to my Instagram account where I post highlights from games I have previously streamed. And as always, if you enjoyed the broadcast, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all the upcoming streams. For you Brookline fans, I'll be back at Schluntz Gym on Friday for Brookline against Natick boys basketball. And then I'll be back here at Walter Brown on Saturday for Brookline against Natick boys hockey. So be sure to stay tuned for those. But for this game, the final score, Wellesley 5, Brookline 0. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.